And a top focus this hour is on President Trump and the First Lady's visit to the UK. President Donald Trump arrived in UK for an unprecedented second state visit, with the UK government rolling out a royal red carpet welcome to win him over. Now, in a sign of pomp and pageantry to come, a guard of honor greeted Trump's First Lady Melania as he stepped off Air Force One at Stansted Airport near London. Then Trump and Melania arrived at London's Winfield House, the residence of the US ambassador to the United Kingdom, where he will spend the night. Trump told reporters that he loved the UK.
Hello, everybody. Just had a great flight. Our fantastic ambassador, we appreciate the job he's doing. We'd like to go. Really well, really well. The relationships were great, and he's been outstanding. So I want to thank him and for welcoming us. We had a good flight. A lot of people came with us. And tomorrow is going to be a very big day, Mr. Ambassador. Mr. President, it's going to be a historic day. So it's going to be great.
President Trump then expressed his admiration for the British monarch. Listen to what he had to say.
Well, we're going to see him tomorrow, and he's been a friend of mine for a long time, and everybody respects him, and they love him. Thank you very much.
Notably, President Trump is the first U.S. president to be invited for two state visits after previously being hosted by Queen Elizabeth II during his last term in office in 2019. While Downing Street has said that Trump's visit would see the unbreakable friendship between the countries reach new heights, the mayor of London has hit out at the US president. Sadiq Khan says President Donald Trump has, and I quote, done the most to fan the flames of divisive far-right politics around the world in recent years, unquote. King Charles III will host Trump at Windsor Castle for a lavish banquet and carriage ride before the US president meets Prime Minister Keir Starmer at his country residence on Thursday. The British public will be kept far away from President Trump, with the visit taking place entirely behind closed doors and high security. A large anti-Trump demonstration has also been called in London, where people protested outside the Windsor Castle ahead of Trump's arrival. Take a look.
Donald, you can't hide. We charge you with jet.
And joining us live on the broadcast is Ollie Barrett. He's joining us live from London. Ollie, if you can first give us a lowdown of what to expect, because this is extremely significant, the second state visit to the UK by the US president.
Yeah, that's right. Normally, protocol would dictate that a US president in a second term would receive tea or lunch with a monarch at Windsor Castle or Buckingham Palace or somewhere like that, rather than a second state visit. But the UK government's so keen to boost ties with America in regards to trade and all sorts of other spheres, that it made that request via Buckingham Palace to extend an invitation to President Trump for this unprecedented second state visit. In terms of how it will play out, as you say, the royal welcome here in Windsor will begin with Princess Catherine and Prince William, and then King Charles and Queen Camilla. There will be a military display, the largest military display of its type at a state visit like this ever, we are told. A flypast involving planes from the UK and the US militaries. Also a first. We'll have that carriage procession inside the grounds of Windsor Castle for President Trump, as you were saying, keeping him away from the British public. No public-facing events for the president while he is here in Windsor. And then that state banquet this evening. We will expect President Trump to speak at that banquet, and King Charles as well. Two men who President Trump says get on very well indeed. And all of this designed to burnish trade and business and technology ties between the United Kingdom and the United States. Today, the UK government announcing a so-called technology partnership with the Americans related to quantum computing, artificial intelligence, civil nuclear projects as well. Billions of dollars of inward investment into the UK economy by American firms being announced while President Trump is here, and that will be fully signed, sealed and delivered when President President Trump and Keir Starmer meet at Chequers on Thursday. It's not all going Prime Minister Keir Starmer's way, though. He did hope to see a trade deal reached with the Americans earlier in the year, which contained the promise to get steel tariffs down to zero. He hoped to get that all fully delivered while President Trump was here in the UK. It now looks like that is not going to happen, and tariffs on UK steel remain at 25% rather than coming down to zero. But assuming all goes well and President Trump enjoys this trip, enjoys rubbing shoulders with the royal family here at Windsor Castle and everything that goes with it, the UK government hopes it will be a meaningful boost to UK-US ties, particularly around trade and technology, and that will in turn, the UK government hopes, provide a boost to the UK economy when it comes to inward investment and the creation of jobs.
Yes, Ollie, just last quick point before we let you go. Besides the pomp and pageantry, all eyes will of course be on the joint press conference by the two leaders. Talk to us about how crucial are these deals that will be inked, because it comes in the backdrop of the West Asia conflict and even the differences over the Ukraine war.
Yeah, those issues will definitely be on the agenda when President Trump and Keir Starmer talk at Chequers on Thursday. The UK and the US at the moment have slightly different positions on Israel and its military operations inside Gaza, also on the possible recognition of a Palestinian state, which the UK says it's moving towards and the US says it disagrees with. On Ukraine as well, President Trump will, I'm sure, be pressured by Keir Starmer to take a tougher stance against Vladimir Putin, and both sides talking about ramping up sanctions further on Moscow. Lots of other issues on the agenda as well, but those key items for the agenda when we get to Chequers on Thursday, the Prime Minister's country residence.
Yes, Ollie, thank you for all those updates. We will keep coming back to you through the day for more updates.